Hello, my name is Precious David OGAGA. I left school over 15 years ago, where I had my first degree, and I always wanted to go back to school. Yeah, but the Nigerian schooling experience is not something I really wanted to re-experience. So I've always had the plan to go study abroad and have a different feel to education and how classes are done. And because of that, I've not really gone back to school to have a conventional degree. But of course, over the years, I've had certifications, short courses, and every other personal development program that has also kept me going in my present career. But when I got the scholarship to study at the Pan-Atlantic University, it was something I look forward to. Of course, but I didn't know what I would expect. So when I got into school, the first thing I observed, when you hear, oh, we have a conducive learning environment, a serene environment. Yeah, these are not just words, these are reality. When you come to Pan Atlantic University, the environment is welcoming. Everywhere looks like you're even schooling abroad. Yeah, you can say that anywhere. And then you get to meet cautious staff, friendly people, warm people, and that alone is welcoming. So you come into school and you're not like, okay, you're first at school, but it's not like you're first at school. You have that welcoming spirit everywhere, and then you just want to feel at home and settle in. And then when our classes began, the lecturers we had were not just people that had gone to school, come back with degrees, and then they're just teaching you stuff. Most of them practice what they teach. So you see somebody teaching you media law, he's not just teaching media law, he's a lawyer, he has practical experiences, or reviewing case studies that are real life scenarios. And then when you fuse that together with what you're being taught in class, you can now see, oh, this is how it is, this is how it should be, and this is what you should do. So you're not just coming out with just something that is being taught from the books. No, these are practical examples that you can apply anywhere. So that alone made learning very interesting for me, yes, because we had people that taught us stuff that in their life they never even done. But now you're having lecturers teaching you what they do on a daily basis, and then explaining it to you, and then you're like, wow, so school can be this interesting. And that alone made my experience very, very, very relatable. And this is an experience I also want someone else to get into. Yeah, so if you have the opportunity to study at Panama University, sure, something you need to hop on as soon as possible. And when you also go through the process, apart from having the well welcome, the good lectures, the great environment, we are taking around the facility. We had the tour of the school. You got perfect laboratories, functional library, and then with books, and the environment is so nice. And one of the things that struck me was when I went to one of the cafeterias, and then they had a place where if you buy a snack, and you could buy a snack for someone who doesn't have by just having a stick on the wall. So I think it's called the giving wall, and that also changed my experience about school. So in as much as we're coming to school to learn, they also teach you the human part of life, where you know that, okay, life is not just about you. You have to learn how to share. And that also transforms you. So at the end of the day, PAU is not just trying to bring out graduates. They are giving you the whole, what life should entail. You have the books, you have the knowledge, you have the consciousness, the respect for human, and then how to share. And what more do you want to get from the school? So with all these experiences, PAU has shaped the way education is being done in Nigeria. And I can tell you, if you have the opportunity to study there, please, you need to go there. And of course, I look forward to coming back to do some other courses. And more importantly is that the relationship we had with our lecturers, that whole conventional lecturer-student relationship, it's not there. You have lecturers where you can assess, you have issues, you can talk with them, you don't understand something, and then you have that one-on-one conversation, that relationship, and it makes the whole subject perfect. I remember there was a time, one of our lecturers, I think that's the DVC, we had the class, and then we went for break, and this was us at the cafeteria, and then DVC was just sitting by me, also having his lunch, and we had the conversation, and we're talking like, oh, but you can never have that somewhere else. So it was a turning point for me, where not just because he was a lecturer, that's the DVC of the school, and then he was just having this interaction with me like, oh, yeah, that experience is something that you can take from anyone that studies at PAU. And I'm forever thankful to my course coordinators and everyone that made my stay in school very, very memorable. I look forward to coming to study more. And more importantly, thank you to MTN for the opportunity to be able to study at PAU and helping shape my perspective of Nigerian education, that you can get the best of education right here in this country. My name is Precious David Gaga. Thank you, PAU, and thank you, MTN.